In this video, we're going to be going through building the ideal weight loss smoothie. Now, I've got to admit, it is a little bit of a clickbaity title because there are no such thing as weight loss foods. However, there are certain foods that can help support your weight loss or body maintenance goals. And I want to show you how to make a really versatile meal that could either be used as a breakfast, you could use it as a snack. It can really help to support your health and fitness goals. I am a huge lover of a morning smoothie. It is literally my breakfast that I have every single day. I never get bored of it. It'll be real quick, easy, it's fast to make, it's tasty. As I learned when I did my blood glucose challenge with a continuous glucose monitor, it's also a breakfast that really helps me to stabilize my blood sugar levels. It's helping me to get in the vitamins, minerals, it's helping to get my protein targets in and also my fiber targets. So it hits all of the boxes, and yet it's super simple. And I think most people could create the time to do this first thing in the morning, or if you want to have it later in the day. It's a great healthy meal, and I don't believe in like weight loss shakes or meal replacements. This in itself becomes a meal, and this is something that's super easy to make with packing in those nutrients and to help you to support your health and fitness goals. Now, the key to making it a so-called weight loss smoothie is that it has specific ingredients that are going to be high protein, high fiber, low calorie, but helps you to feel full and is also getting in those key micronutrients. So I like to use frozen stuff. Again, for the simplicity and ease, you can have a bag of frozen fruits or veggies that can easily access first thing in the morning. So with that, I'm going to start with a little bit of liquid in the bottom of my tub. We are going to start in with our leafy greens. So this is something that is going to be high in fiber, it's low in calories, packed with micronutrients that are going to support your body. I like to use spinach. You could use kale, you could use any frozen leafy greens. I find that spinach doesn't have that much of a taste to it. You can buy fresh spinach as well and use that. I always find it goes off in the bag before I get a chance to use it, which is why I like to use frozen. So I'm going to put a big chunk of that in. I also like to add in some cauliflower, or I mean, I've got a mix of here of these different cauliflower types. So it's got cauliflower, it's got broccoli, it's got those funny green looking cauliflowers in here also. So I'm just going to put a little mix of those in. Then I'm going to add in some frozen fruits. Now on this, it can be key to use fruits that are naturally low in their GI index. So I'm talking fruits such as berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all the berries. You could also use apple. A lot of smoothies that you will see will use higher fruit concentrate, fruits such as pineapple, mango. And whilst, you know, there's certainly no harm in those, I do find that when it comes to me personally, as someone who is like borderline insulin resistance, my goal is to keep my blood sugars level throughout the day. So I prefer to use a low GI fruit. Berries are my go-to. So I'm just putting a little bit on much there, small handful. And I'm not really measuring these things out. All of these foods are very low in calories, which means we can have more of them and you're not going to be consuming many calories. Now, here is the key where a lot of people go wrong with their smoothies, is that becomes more of a high carbohydrate. One of the key, if we want to support our metabolism, especially for women who are over the age of 40, is maintaining muscle mass and building muscle. We want to make sure that we are hitting our protein targets, and you may hear that very, very often. One of the simplest ways to do it by using a protein powder. Now, I have gone through many protein powders across my time. I did used to really love the Sun Warrior protein. That was always my go-to because it was a really high quality one. But a lot of the time it comes down to affordability, and I got to the point where I was like, I can't even afford to buy that protein powder anymore. That was like £50 or euros for a 750 gram tub, and it was just not affordable for me anymore. So I have switched to my protein, which some people might say are not the best quality of proteins. However, it's got the amount of protein that I need in for my body. So this has 215 calories, it's low in sugar. Each serving has got 36 grams grams of protein. So within any of my meals, what I'm aiming for is between that 30 to 50 gram of protein mark. So just having this protein powder in there is going to help me to hit it. I personally like to use a vanilla because it means that I can switch up the flavors quite easily. But if you want to go for something like chocolate, there are loads of different flavors in there. I am at the end of mine, need to restock. So I personally use the Impact Diet Whey from My Protein. And I can't remember exactly how much it is, but My Protein always have like loads of offers on. So I'll put the price up on the screen, but note that there are usually like 40% discount codes, especially if you go like at the end of the month. So that 36 grams of protein is for 2 scoops. So having that amount of protein is going to help support muscle building and recovery, as well as that satiety. We want our breakfast to keep us full until way past mid-morning. If we can get all the way to lunchtime without feeling the need to snack, then we are on for the win. And although this is like my favorite thing, I think it's important to consider like what are the foods that work for you? What do you enjoy eating? And I like to do like the same breakfast every single day. It's just like one less choice and decision I have to make throughout the day when it comes to food. So this is something that really works for me personally. So try it out for yourself, explore it. We've got our protein. Next thing is we're going to get in some healthy fats. I like to use a quarter of an avocado because, well, it's just going to make your smoothie super creamy and thick. Again, satiety levels, but also supporting our body's needs. And having enough fat, good quality fats in your diet is going to help your body to sustain energy levels. It's going to help your body to absorb the nutrients as well from its food. So fats are essential, and I'm going to put that back in my fridge and use the rest of it tomorrow. These are a couple of additions I've come to add over time. So this one is psyllium husk. I get this just from the local health food shop. Psyllium husk is just a high fiber grain. And essentially, this is for gut health. This is to help to keep your digestive system moving and regular, if you know what I mean. So by adding this to my smoothie, I can assure that I'm probably going to go to the toilet and have a full emptying first thing in the morning, which is what I like to do. I like to feel like I am cleared out and ready for the day, because I usually have this like 30 to 40 minutes before I'll go and work out, along with a black coffee, which I use as my pre-workout. So that high fiber amount, we want to be aiming towards about 25 grams of fiber throughout the day. We've obviously got the added fiber from the fruits and vegetables, but I like to add psyllium husk as I've started to age. My digestive system needs that little bit of extra support, and psyllium husk is a great way to add that in. It doesn't taste of anything, it doesn't really add any flavor. Next in, we're going to add in some liquids. Again, looking at gut health, I like to add in just a little bit of kefir, however you want to pronounce it. It is essentially fermented milk. It has got probiotics in it to help support your gut health. So I'll add a little bit of this in. I'm probably going to make too much in here, aren't I? We ram it all in. I like a big smoothie. And then a milk of your choice. I like to use almond milk. I usually get the no added sugar one. They didn't have any available, so I'm just using kind of what was in there, but you could use any nut milk. And then something that has been a more recent addition, which is actually going to be a full video on itself, is creatine. The use of creatine, I'm not going to get into big time. Like I say, it needs a video to itself, but can help with not only muscle growth, but also brain power, mental capacity. So I've started adding this into my morning smoothie. So once I've got it all in, we're just going to blend it. I absolutely love this blender because I used to have a NutriBullet before, but I would find that it wouldn't always blend up all of the frozen bits. This bad boy, although she's very loud, but she does an incredible job of getting everything blended super smooth. And it pulls it, so it gets it all jiggled. Have it. This comes in at around 379 calories, so you possibly could add even more if you're trying to aim towards getting your each meal up towards the 500 calorie mark, so you can afford to eat something else with this. It's got around 42 grams of protein, 31 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, 25 grams of fibre, so you've basically got your daily fibre allowance in one meal, and 6 grams of sugars. So as you can see, this is super like thick. You could eat this with a spoon. This is a filling meal with the size of it. So I'm going to take my time and enjoy this, and it does, with that added avocado, just makes it super thick and delicious. I'm hitting my protein target for this meal. I'm hitting my fibre target for the day. I'm keeping my blood glucose levels stabilized first thing in the morning. This is super filling, so it's going to fuel me up, keep me going, hopefully towards lunchtime. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I might have a mid-morning snack, but we want to keep that protein first approach, and this makes a wonderful breakfast. You could even have it as an afternoon snack, maybe make a smaller portion. I think it's just a really easy to use. Anybody can make this. It tastes good, it's filling, it's going to support your body's needs. I really hope that you will enjoy these as much as I do. If you liked this video, then do go and check out my 4-step morning metabolism boosting routine that can help you on that next step to develop more health habits that are going to support your goals. So until the next one.